salivary gland secrete saliva, and saliva contain xylene enzyme which act on starch. Clear it? Now I am going to teach you how does digestion take place in stomach. Listen carefully, student. Stomach is the J-shaped organ which is thick wall organ and present on the left side of the abdomen. This is our abdomen and stomach present on the left side of the abdomen. Stomach contains, the inner wall of the stomach contains a gastric gland, and this gastric gland secrete a juice which is known as the gastric juice. Gastric juice contains three types of substances, in which one is known as hydrochloric acid. This is also known as HCl. That means HCl stands for hydrochloric acid. Second, protein digestive enzyme, pepsin, and third, mucus. Now, my question arises, what is the function of HCl, what is the function of pepsin, and what is the function of mucus? Listen carefully. HCl provide acidic medium to the stomach. Second function of HCl, which kill bacteria which comes from food or which enter into our mouth with the help of food. And pepsin is a protein digestive enzyme which convert protein into peptones. The inner wall of the stomach lining by or protected by the slimy substance, and this slimy substance is known as mucus. That's why we can say that mucus protect the wall of the stomach from the excess secretion of HCl and from the action of digestive enzyme. Clear it? Now, another function of HCl is which provide acidic medium to our stomach. Is it clear, student? That is esophagus, and esophagus is also known as food pipe, where food pushes from esophagus to the stomach. That's why we can say that there is no digestion take place, only peristaltic movement take place. That means in alternatively way contraction and relaxation occur. Clear? And now foods from esophagus goes into the stomach. That's why we can say that peristaltic movement is a movement in which esophagus pushes the food from here to stomach. Clear? But listen carefully, sometimes we vomit the food because when food passes from esophagus to stomach, but the food is not accepted by the stomach, which is revert back and go back to the esophagus. That's why we vomit the food. Clear it? Now, from stomach, food passes into the another organ known as small intestine, and which is the longest part of our alimentary canal, about 7.5 meter long, comparatively to larger intestine. But listen carefully, why they are called small intestine? But because it is the longest part, but that's why it is known as small intestine, because it is very narrower. Due to narrower, it is known as small intestine, which is present in the coiled way. Clear? And small intestine contain intestinal juice which help in the complete digestion of food. That's why we can say that it is the part where complete digestion take place present. Clear? Now, small intestine receive two types of juice. One juice from pancreas gland and another juice from gallbladder. That means we can say that pancreas is the large gland which located to the stomach, and pancreas gland secrete a juice which is known as pancreatic juice, and pancreatic juice help in the digestion of protein. Here, which contain trypsin enzyme which act on protein, and protein completely convert into amino acid, because amino acid is the smallest unit of protein. And liver, it is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right hand side, whereas the stomach is on the left hand side. It's important point. And liver present on the right hand side. Clear? And liver contain a structure which is known as gallbladder, and gallbladder secrete a juice which is known as bile juice, and bile juice provide alkaline medium to the small intestine, and bile juice help in the digestion of fats, which completely digest fat into fatty acid and cholesterol. That's why we can say that it is the part where complete digestion take place. Clear it? That means carbohydrate convert into simple sugar or glucose, and fats convert into fatty acid and glycerol, and proteins completely convert into amino acid. So small intestine is the part where complete digestion take place. Here now, in the wall of stomach, a finger-like projection is present, and this finger-like projection is known as villi, or also known as microvilli. What is the function of villi? Villi increases the absorption surface area of small intestine. That's why we can say that when the food completely digested in the small intestine, food is absorbed by useful materials absorbed by small intestine with the help of finger-like projection, which is known as villi, and pour into the blood. Clear? And which utilized for our body in the form of repairment and reproductions and growth of our body. That's all for today.